Beep it. We're doing it live. Welcome again to the Darkside Detective. Playing the Darkside Detective. I should say welcome to Playing to Learn. This is Polymatheia Learning. I am your host, Nanma-chan, or Toho-chan, because today we're playing with Bean-chan, 9 years old. How are you doing, Bean-chan?
I'm doing fine.
Okay. All right. It's past someone's bedtime, but as I say, if you were not going to sleep, we're going to do something. Preferably do something educational. So that is what we are doing. This is what the channel is all about. Using regular video games and use them in an educational fashion. Try to get some educational thing out of it. Trying to pick and choose which games are good for learning something. So we are continuing the Darkside Detective Case 2, Tome Alone. Okay, this is the continuation, and we should be able to finish pretty quickly here because we spent like 2 hours last time. But we should finish it now. So I was going to do. I need to start doing one of those previously on Playing to Learn. I'm going to start doing those at some point. But anyway, it's hard to do when you're live to do that unless I record something beforehand before doing it. But let's get through this game. And so again, this is. I'm really enjoying this game. This is actually quite fun. I knew this was going to be a fun game when I got it, and I was hoping that it was something that you could do with your child. Again, Bean-chan is 9, and so and the rating for this, again, I go by ratings to get an idea, but sometimes, again, it depends on the child. It depends on what you think is appropriate or not appropriate, or whatever. This game has some humor that might go over your child's head. We tend to be pretty open about things, so any questions come up, I don't hesitate to answer them, and that's how we run things here. You might have different things that you do, but I think for all intents and purposes, this is a pretty harmless game, and kind of like silly humor. So, and it's not really scary at all. Is it scary?
Not really, but sometimes it's scary. It depends on the situation.
Yeah. Well, anyway, it's not a gory game or anything like that. So again, this is good for reading practice and critical thinking skills. And so again, Bean-chan has a pretty good vocabulary when speaking, but nowadays kids are all about the video, and so we need to work on reading aloud, and that's what this is great for. That any game like this that has a lot of text, and so this is why I really like it. And this I'm telling you guys, is a lot of fun. Let's get to it now. I've talked long enough. Let's get back to our case, Tome Alone, and I think we can finish it up here. Again, we're going to stick with the English since we started in English. We'll do some more shows where we do some other languages. Unfortunately, this doesn't have Japanese, which is an unfortunate thing. But I think the sequel to this game it is in Japanese, so we might play it. The sequel in Japanese. We'll see how things go. Anyway, again, case summary to recap rather. Dooley suggests a visit to the library. He must have seen the strange storm gathering over it. So we're going to continue our investigation. We left off at a pretty critical moment here. We ran into some ghosts, and there's a ghost cop. That is Crowley. So just to recap, um, Detective McQueen is using the Viewmaster, if you guys remember that. And so, oh, by the way, this should be up. The first case I haven't put up yet because I thought we were doing it live and it didn't go out live, but we recorded it, so I'll have to post that up later. But the beginning of this case, if you've missed it, go back. If you're watching us on YouTube or whichever one you're watching us on, it should be just before this because we're just a few hours later. We took a little break to get something to eat, and now we're back in the game. So this is where we left off. Detective McQueen. Let me get back into my character. I met your friend, Yeats. He says you won't stop spying on him. I find it most joyous to torment the man. He says you want into that room you mentioned. I do. I'm most bored here. I need something to do, something to read. Why not use that computer to go online? 2 words. Safe search. Oh, right. Maybe I can find some kind of workaround? Please. Just stay here and don't do anything. Okay, so now I think we need to go to the reading room. Again I say that you and I, sir, shall not converse while Crowley lurks awaiting a slip of my tongue. So yes, that's right. Yeats won't talk to us until we make sure that Crowley, I guess they had some bad blood between them, so they don't trust each other. So we have to make sure that Crowley, Yeats has some secret that he doesn't want Crowley to learn. So we have to get rid of Crowley in order for Yeats to talk to us and tell us what's really going on here. So we have to find a way for so that that Crowley is not bored. He said he wanted to read, so let's go back to the. What do you say we go back to the reading room? What do you think, Mei-chan? Well, I think we are on the second floor. Are we? Yeah, no. We were in the reading room. Sorry. Let's go to the. You want to go to the second floor? To sci-fi and fantasy or the children's area?
Sci-fi and fantasy.
Okay.
Whoa!
Here's some other ghosts. Well, let's talk to them and see what's going on. Hey, what?
They've been playing chess all along.
Oh, those were the guys who were playing chess. Yes. So if you guys are just joining us now, when we were here before we got the Viewmaster, we couldn't see these ghosts. So I guess the Viewmaster is allowing us to see these ghosts, and we were wondering why the chess pieces were moving. And so now, as Bean-chan pointed out, we can see the ghost here who are playing chess. So let's talk. Pratchett. Oh, hey, big fan of your work.
Thanks.
Not you. Okay. I read your detective books. Wonderfully over the top. I guess they're not offering us any Huh? Conversement is not a word. Conversation. What a great game, eh?
Yeah,
You forgot that word already? Draughts.
Draughts pieces.
Through?
Though.
Huh?
Though.
Though. So you say, yeah, funny looking draughts pieces though. Give it a try.
Yeah, funny looking drops pieces though.
Okay. So, and again, draughts is the British English term for
Checkers.
right. Okay, so draughts. All right. So Detective McQueen just has nothing to say because,
Chestnut drops.
yeah. So because Dooley is not very bright. Okay. Let's go back and see if we can find some other clues here. Oh,
Well,
that's who little Devin was talking to. So go ahead, little Devin.
I think you should read this one. I read this one, and though
No. Thought.
thought.
Okay, when the T at the end is when it's not there. This th is becomes a voiced th sound. So and it's though, but that doesn't really fit here because a verb needs to go there, and though is not a verb, right? So it's the past tense of think, which is thought. So yeah, English is very strange that way. This just because we put a T at the end, the whole thing changes. So it's instead of though is instead of the O sound, the OUGH becomes aw, and then ought. So thought, and thought it was good. So I think you should read this one. I read this one and thought it was good. I'm trying to match your voice there. I don't know. I don't know why the kid, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know why this is a little kid playing a little kid, but doing a little kid voice. Anyway,
But he's 4 years younger.
how do you know he's 4 years younger?
He looks 4 years.
Oh yeah, he looks really young. You can tell by his face. Anyway, what is it about? Oh, what's it about?
It's the story about this kid who can see dead people. Hey, you see dead people.
That was a movie. That was well, you never saw that movie, The Sixth Sense. You never saw that movie.
Yeah, but he's looking at a dead person.
Shh. Anyway, don't tell him. Oh, that's not for me. I'm scared of ghosts. Shh. So Enid blighted. I fear I find myself in the company of a rather dreadful bunch. Rotters. The lot of them. Rotters. The lot of them. Rotters, I think that's a bad, not a bad word, but it's a derogatory term for people. The kid? No, he's charming. I mean, the others. Occultists, horror writers, and DIY fanatics. Horrors. The lot of them.
Take care of those DIYers.
Hey, what's wrong with DIY? I resemble that Merc. I don't want to take care of the DIYers. What's Dooley talking about?
Everyone seems to be talking to the air, but me. I I always knew I was the sane one.
You understand sane?
Yes. Insane means you're crazy.
Right.
So sane is the opposite of insane.
Absolutely. Okay. Very good. So yeah, don't forget that silent E makes the vowel here, the A vowel. It's instead of a short sound it makes it the A sound, the same the name of the letter. So that silent E does the work there. Okay, good. All right, let's all right. I think there might not be anything new here, so let's go and check some other floors and see if we see any other ghosts. Let's go to reception and see what's down there. Let's talk to the librarian again and see if she has anything new to say. Okay. All right. So let's go to the office. Computer. That computer seems to be broken.
It's not broken. It's hollow. So they can store more books in it.
Okay.
No.
Okay, so that's right. We looked at that before, so nothing's changed there. There's nothing else here I can see myself needing. An old photocopier. I can't imagine this gets much use.
Oh, it does. When you renew your card each year, Doris takes a photocopy of your butt for the records.
Everyone's butt?
Just mine. Now that I think of it.
That's the price of working out, I guess. Okay, so yeah, we've gone through these before, so probably nothing new.
Wait, I think...
What's going on?
I think we didn't look at the coat.
What coat?
Coats and...
What a disappointment. Yeah, we already looked at the coats, right? That's where we got that button before, right? That's where we got this button from. Okay. Oh, we need to find somebody so we can get to the fourth floor. We have to find someone who knows about electricity
I know.
and bring them with us.
Those DIY ghosts. They must know about electricity.
Well, Well, it was. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. We here's a DIY here. Let's take a look. Gail. Are you an author too? I don't recognize you. But not like Yon Tufts with their literary fiction. I wrote useful stuff like housewiring and how to do your own plumbing. How to do your own plumbing. Plumbing. I'm trying to do a Scottish accent. I'm trying to. Now, when you do accents, you're supposed to. I told you this before. You're supposed to, instead of trying to do the accent, you're supposed to. This is what actors do. Not trying to recreate the accent, but trying to. You should try to copy a person that you know with that accent. So I'm trying to think of any. I know like Scottish male actors, but I can't think of any Scottish female actors whose voices I know well enough to try to mimic because I think this is a woman. I'm just going by, and I shouldn't do this because no, it's Gail, right? Her name is Gail. Okay, Gail. Okay, I'm not misgendering the ghost. Anyway, I'm trying to think of some Scottish female voices that I can do, but I can't think of any right now. So what?
There's that woman from Scott Squad.
I don't remember her voice very well. I've only watched that show once or twice, Scott Squad. I'll try. So don't hate my Scottish accent. Oops, I pushed the wrong button. And how to do own plumbing. Think you could fix the elevator? With the right gear, I could. I need a new button, mind.
Oh, I know.
Should we give her the button?
Give her the button.
Could this button replace the broken one in the elevator? Let me see. Looks like it'll do the job. Gives a few minutes to pop it in place. Okay, so if I start, please forgive me if I start sliding into an Irish accent. I'm a little bit better than most Americans. I know the difference between the Irish and the Scottish accent. But so I might slide back and forth. So please forgive me if there are any. Please don't be offended. And please feel free to chat and critique my accents in the chat if you like. Yes. Okay. So she's disappeared. So I guess we go back to the elevator. Thanks for fixing the elevator, Gail.
Wait, I thought... never mind.
Happy to help. It's worth fun doing something useful again. Anyway. Now we can go to the 4th floor. The aptly named, this is the horror section of the library.
Yeah.
Because what?
Because of high
Okay, I think Bean-chan has short-circuited, so we're going to move on. Officer Dooley, please read your line. Okay, again, if you remember, you can come back to it. All right, let's move along. Let's read your line.
Oh, look, Doris must have finally fixed the elevator. Well, I can't really blame him because he doesn't have the visionary.
This is a viewfinder.
It's a viewfinder?
Remember, I told you it's a viewfinder. It's a toy from the 70s or 80s. Viewfinder. It's called Viewfinder.
I don't.
Sorry, not Viewfinder. Sorry, Viewmaster. Sorry, Viewmaster. I made the mistake. Viewmaster. Okay.
No,
That's my line. No, it was. Never mind. So now we're on the 4th floor here.
Oh, that purple storm is so creepy outside.
Okay, let's look at the book cart. A collection of books that don't seem to fit anywhere else in the library, like How to Cook a Dinosaur, if you ever catch one. The internet and other fads. Fads? Well, that is true. Some people thought the internet would be a fad. There were some people that thought that the internet wouldn't last, but, you know. Architecture of the Mind by Sarah Bellow. Right, the part of your brain, the cerebellum, yeah. And MMO accountancy. Be the fictional banker you always knew you were.
It's not here.
Yes, it's there on your and that's on that part of your brain. Okay. All right, we've already seen that. Let's look over anywhere else. Let's see what Dooley has to say.
That's one of.
You can say that. Heck.
That's one heck of a view of the city.
I can't see anything through this ViewMaster.
I won't tell anyone if you want to take it off.
I will, but not just yet.
Okay. Go to the horror section.
You barely make teenage girls whimper, Howie.
Let me do.
Okay, HP Lovecraft. You do hello HP Lovecraft.
Only because they cannot fathom their
Dread.
I conjured.
Why are you saying you're adding letters again? That's just conjure. Eddie.
Eddie.
Only because they cannot fathom the dread I conjure, Eddie. Do you understand the word conjure?
No.
Conjure means to conjure up something, to create something. So he's saying only because they cannot fathom, they cannot imagine or understand or imagine the dread. Do you know what dread is?
Mm-hmm.
What's dread?
I feel dread.
Yeah. So like sad or scary or really bad stuff. Dread. The dread. So this is a noun, but dread can also be a verb, to dread something. I dread having to go to school on Monday mornings or something like that, right? So the dread, that would be a noun. So the thing that you don't like or that's really terrible.
Oh, and also dreadful is an adjective used to describe something that's dreadful.
Dreadful is something you're absolutely right. Yes. Dreadful is an adjective to describe something that is indeed dreadful. Yes, you're absolutely correct. Yes. So remember, HP Lovecraft, and you know HP Lovecraft, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So what do you know about HP Lovecraft?
He written a ton of books.
He wrote
a ton of books.
Okay. Books about what?
Love.
No.
That's in his name.
You're trying to be funny. No, H.P. Lovecraft wrote a lot of science fiction and kind of magical fantasy and horror fiction.
Oh, that's why he's sitting in the horror section.
Yeah, you think? So, and he's mainly responsible for the Cthulhu mythos. Cthulhu is kind of like this really big mythical monster who's supposed to take over the universe, and people go crazy if they encounter Cthulhu, and so Cthulhu is mainly is known to make people go crazy, lose their minds. So he was really interested in that, and of course you know Edgar Allan Poe, right? Yeah. So, okay, please continue, Lovecraft.
You you play uncommon
Cliches.
cliches for your penny dreadfuls
Lack.
lack dreadfuls lack true horror. As best spooky
Pope.
Pope.
Okay. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently, H.P. Lovecraft had some sort of seizure or something, and is speaking very slowly for some odd reason. So let's explain here. Do you understand what he's saying here? Well, you know what a cliche is?
A cliche is like mixed
No, not at all. A cliche is something that people say all the time, over and over again, so much that it when it was probably when someone first came up with a saying or something, it was probably very novel, very interesting and funny, or insightful, or very intelligent to say. But then what happens a lot of times is people they do the same thing or say the same thing over and over again until it just becomes like, oh yeah, of course you're saying that again, everyone says that, and it becomes very, very boring and overused. So a cliche is something, is a saying, or a in this case they're talking about types of stories or themes that are overused. So he's criticizing Edgar Allan Poe's stories and saying, oh, you just use the same stuff over and over again, and everyone's used it, and it's not interesting anymore. So your penny dreadfuls lack true horror. You probably don't know Penny Dreadful. What Penny Dreadful is? A Penny Dreadful is they were cheap they were cheap books that were printed out very quickly and easily, and they were works, they were literature books, or literature I guess kind of books, or magazines that were published very quickly during the 19th century in the UK, and they were very cheap because they costed a penny, so Penny Dreadful. So usually they were 8 to 16 pages long, and they had stories like detective stories, or criminal stories, or maybe ghost stories or something like that. So again, they were really cheap, so some of the stories probably weren't all that great. So it was kind of like it's not him calling his work Penny Dreadfuls is not a good thing. So it's like, oh, that's just cheap stuff that you put out. At best, spooky pulp. So the word pulp. Do you know what pulp is?
Yeah, there's pulp in your teeth, pulp in your juice.
yes, like the pulp from oranges and orange juice. Pulp in your inside your teeth. Also, there when you take trees and cut them down, and you're turning it into
logs into paper,
Mm-hmm.
you're taking the pulp from the log to make the paper.
Right. So it's the inside, the softer fibers on the inside of the tree, which are made wet and ground up into like kind of like a, well, it's called a pulp. It's the pulp. It becomes really soft and damp, and where you can flatten it out and dry it out, and it eventually becomes paper. So the pulp. So that's literally the um that's what books are made of, the pages of the books. But it can be also be used, like for example, the Penny Dreadfuls were pulp fiction. Pulp Fiction, that was also the name of a movie, but Pulp Fiction, how can I explain Pulp Fiction? Again, it's if you don't to make paper, it's a long process, and if you don't, again, we're talking about like the Penny Dreadfuls are probably also printed on pulp paper, so that's the cheap paper, because the pulp is not fully processed into like clean white paper, or a fine. Some paper is made out of, very expensive paper is actually made out of linen, or even cotton, or different fibers. So it's really, really cheap. So Pulp Fiction refers to fiction that is written on cheap paper. That's just, like the Penny Dreadful would have been considered pulp fiction at the time. Pulp magazines, just really cheap magazines, just printed out, and the writing wasn't quality writing. Okay, and they weren't meant to last very long. Those books and magazines. So, spooky pulp. So he's saying he's basically saying your work is not very good. So Edgar Allan Poe, your best works aren't even written by you, charlatan, fraud, undead trickster.
If you feel that way, then why did you hide my work? Eddie?
Again, I say, I do not have your book.
Because it was too scary for you.
Are you trying to sound? Are you trying to sound like a ghost or something? Because you sound like a ghost who had a TBI or head injury or something.
Yes, I tried to.
Okay, well, I don't know. Let's get through this.
Wait, how did he die?
Well, no, he didn't die. He died. He killed himself. He died of suicide. Anyway, gah, you're an infuriating man. Okay, good. That's all. Okay, so what's going on here? I didn't take his blasted book. It was that childish Blighton woman. Why don't you tell him that? He will not listen to me. He's convinced I hid it so more people would borrow my books over his. That's it? Did I do the wrong? Nonsense. Oh, no, I did the wrong voice. That was, let's start over. I didn't take his blasted book. It was that childish Blighton woman. Why don't you tell him that? He will not listen to me. He's convinced I hid it so more people would borrow my books over his. Nonsense. I care not for his current zeitgeist. My works are vastly superior. The zeitgeist is like what everybody's talking about at the time. There you go, Lovecraft.
He is being such a child. I mean, he is being such a child. I am clearly the greater horror writer.
Oh God.
It's I tore apart the minds of
Now, usually when we see a G, if it's followed by a E,
it makes the G sound?
yes. Generation.
Generation with my
Aesthetic.
humor.
What?
Humor. Horror.
Okay, I respect your artistic license, but if we're going to get through this game, you're going to have to read a lot faster than that. Okay. Okay. So please speed it up. Thank you. With your aesthetic rubbish.
Right. I'll have to make.
Right. I'll have you, mate.
Right. I'll have you, mate.
Come at me, you sickly twerp. You two, stop it, or I'll put you both in some kind of supernatural slammer. He started it.
Oh, I never. It was you and your.
I don't care who started it. I'm putting a stop to it. Wait right there. Wait right here. And not a peep. I'm trying to sound like Columbo, but I don't remember Columbo ever getting angry. He was just kind of like, kind of like loosey-goosey. You two had best not be causing any trouble. You hear me? Okay, I don't want to start it over again. Okay. Let's check out. I guess we check out these books. From Axis to Zero Oxygen. From Axis to Zero Oxygen. A murderer's primer. He's behind you. Animal allotment. Stephen Duke's The Ankle Biters. Bemoaners from Beyond the Grave. Alibi Soup. The Butler Did It. It Kills. Just Quit. Lemons for Every Meal. Boy, that's horrible. The Kickboxing Cult. Okay. The Lackluster Murderers. Cannibal Carnival. Cannibal with a K. Cannibal is spelled with a C.
Yeah.
And Carnival is spelled with a C as well. Late Train Made Me Late. Jugular wounds, an illustrated story. So the jugular is the big vein in your neck that provides most of the blood supply to your brain.
So that's bleeding.
Life robber. Lemons for every meal. Okay. I think we got through the whole thing. Let's get to the SQRSTUWXZ. Let's see. The quirky killings. The rash that wouldn't clear. I've had those. Quickly hide. The Revenger. K666. Ooh, that's the number of the devil. Stabfest 6. Stabfest 6. I guess it's the sixth one. Everywhere. Snakes.
Whoa.
Tomorrow, the world implodes. Scary Book, Volume 4. The Trundling. Stabfest 6. They yearn for blood. X marks the victim. Unzip the body bag. The yogurt vat drownings. Zesty recipes for evidence disposal. Ew. Like, what are you gonna do with those that heart? Oh, I'm gonna make a good tortilla chips. They yearn for blood. Okay. Did we get the pain giver? Places to die in. Places not to die in. The origami massacres. The pain giver. Okay. Let's see if we got them all. Murder. Ninja zombies and other terrible crossovers. Morals? No thanks. Never look in the fridge. What you got in the fridge? Don't look in there. Don't look.
Maybe have a heart or two in there.
Madman kills a person. No, don't do it. Nanny nightmare. Map to murder. Okay, let's see what we got. The lackluster murders. Cannibal Carnival. Late train. Okay, I think we've seen those. A guide to journaling your own death. I touched its face. Jobs you're not good enough for. Oh yeah. Oh man, that's a horror. Well, when you get older, you'll feel that one. It kills. Just quit. Jugular room. Okay, yeah, I think we got one. Okay. Yeah, I see. We should have done like I jumped each shelf has its own, so I kind of jumped. He's behind you. Animal allotment. Stephen Duke's The Ankle Bite. Oh, yeah, we saw that one. Bemoaners from beyond the grave. Alibi suit. I think we said. The butler did. Okay, we said C to D. The dead person murders. Calvin ate a cop. Did you kill them?
I don't know.
You don't know? I wasn't asking you. I'm coming to get you. I'm coming to get you too. You were out. You were out last time.
I like how they just put the two in there.
Very Dark Places, an illustrated guide. The Compendium of Inept Deaths. The compendium. Compendium is like a collection of inept. So of stupid. Just inept is like stupid. Anyway, they're not the scariest sounding of books, are they?
I think I might have had an accident.
Come on, you know that word. Accident.
Accident.
So-
I think I might have had an accident.
So-
What accident? Did you poop your pants?
But, well, those are some scary titles. Everyone's guilty.
How do you know?
The fast car killers. The followers. Erroneous castrations. Ooh. Well, castration means like usually it's something to do with to animals to keep them from having babies. You cut the testicles off of bulls and things like that to castrate them. Sometimes you need to do that to keep them from breeding, from having babies. So, erroneous castrations meaning I think somebody made a mistake, like an error. Okay, so that's not a good time. The Diary of Evelyn Snokes, the girl who chokes.
That's a good rhyme.
Everyone's guilty. Okay, we see that. Haunted place. Haunted place. Okay. They've gone to buy poison.
How do you buy poison?
Gasp. How they all died. Goodness me, he's dead.
This is too funny.
Henry Hamfist, the Punch to Death Champion, 1934, a biography. Okay.
Yeah, sure. A biography.
All right. I think we got them all. Let's check this one more time. The Quirky Killings. Rash that wouldn't quickly hide. The Revenger. I think we got all these. Oh, excuse me. So, yeah. Oh, wow. That's a lot of The Underwhelmer. Vivian's Hatchet. Vet's Revenge. Is that a war veteran or a veterinarian? Animal doctor. Where's Waldo's body? Poor Waldo. Man.
Get it? Because Where's Waldo?
Yeah.
A book series.
Yeah.
But where's
Bean Chat, I think they've got it. I think we've got it. Thank you. Thank you for your explanation. Vanity Kills. The Underwhelmer. Vivian's okay. Let's see. Unzip the Body Bag. The Yogurt Vat Drownings. Okay, I think we got them all. Okay. Quit it. Stop that. Ow.
I've never been up here before.
Because of the broken elevator?
Because it's scary up here. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why.
Maybe that's why what?
Maybe that's why the button was gone, because nobody wanted to go there.
Oh, well, we'll find. These are one hell of an atmospheric fire hazard. This is one creepy looking bookshelf.
Well, let's go home.
Let's go home.
I mean, get out of here.
Okay, what are we to do now? Old library card. Officer Dooley?
Looks like you can get to the roof through here.
Get. Not get. Get! Thankfully, it's locked. I'd rather not go back out in that storm. Okay. Maybe we're supposed to go out there. We still have this glue and this old library card to use, and I see no way to use this. Wait for what?
I know how to unlock a door lock. Just get an old card and slide it through. I hope this works.
Let's call that Plan B. Well, that was a good suggestion, but yeah, it usually works with door latches, not with window latches. But nice try. Let's see. Let's go back over here. Is there anything else with them? No, they're just saying the same thing. Okay. I think we've read everything. Is there? Boy, that was a lot of reading there. Those titles. There should have been more up there than just those two. Just the two of them. All that work to get up to the fourth floor, and that was it. There's got to be something missing. Let's try this old library card. I'd rather try something else first. Okay. All right. I feel like there should be something else there instead of just breaking up an argument between Edgar Allan Poe and Lovecraft. Okay, well let's go back downstairs and see what we can find. Where do you want to go? Go back to the reception again, or did we miss something here at the reading room? Again, I say to you that you and I, sir, shall not converse while Crowley lurks awaiting a slip of my tongue. Let's go look at. Let's go talk to him again. Wait, what?
We have to find the computer password.
Yes. I just want to see what Crowley says again. That maybe you missed something. I'm most bored here. I need something to do, something to read. Why not use that computer to go online? 2 words, safe search. So, okay, we got to find a workaround for the computer. I don't think glue will work. This box of microfilm has gotten me into enough trouble for one day. Thanks very much. Okay. Okay. So we need to find something for him to do. Let's talk to Roxa. We haven't talked to her. Roxa, you mentioned you were looking for stuff on the internet. How did you get past the internet blocks? Up to something naughty, detective. Me? No, but I have this friend who needs to get past the library firewall. That's quite well protected, surprisingly. I think Doris was worried somebody would hack in to steal her unpublished fanfiction. But I figured out the admin password so I can bypass the block. Want me to give it to you so you can use it too?
Yes.
Please. You received item. Admin password. Yay! The password for Doris's internet block. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's see what we can find online. We know the password. Oh yeah, we got slide in here. Now Crowley should be able to browse to his heart's content. I'll let him know. Okay, I've set it up so you should be able to browse whatever you want. No restrictions.
Ooh.
Excellent. You may not want to stick around for this. What? Right. I'll leave you to your business, so shut the door on your way out. Okay, I want to see what he's I think I'll leave him with some privacy. He shouldn't have left. Anyway, yeets. Did I sense? Yes, the beast's eyes are focused elsewhere. The air is clearer now. Well, clearer is maybe not the term I'd use. Come again, sir? Never mind. Just don't go into that room if you can avoid it. As you suggest. Now, what's all this about a hidden room? I'll share what I can. There is a place hidden behind the door, the horror section on the 4th floor. I knew it. I knew there was something behind that case. The source of the phantasmic pollution afflicting this building is within. So, like phantasmic, like having to do with a phantom or fantasy with a PH. So phantom, like ghost. How do I get in? One of the books in the L section is a lever. Pull it and fix this. Godspeed, man. Hear that, Dooley?
Hear what?
Oh yes, of course. We need to get to the 4th floor and open the secret room using one of the books in the L section. How? How do?
How do you know about this?
No ad-libbing. Read it again.
Wait. How do you know all this?
Intuition?
Intuition.
Okay. Oh, the ghost is gone. Thanks for your help with that, Raxa. No problem. Happy to help a man of law break it. What did you need to look up anyway? Best not to talk about it. I just hope it doesn't show up on the library's usage bill. Time always seems to stand still in boring places like libraries. Yeah, it's still 9 o'clock. Okay, let's go up to the 4th floor. Okay, so we need to find what was this? What did we need to find again?
In the L section.
L section. What's this? The book Yeats mentioned is missing. Of course it is.
I don't know. I didn't know you were a fan of Lovecraft. You're looking at the Lovecraft section, and a bit too for my taste.
I wonder if the missing book is the one Blyton took.
Who's Blyton?
Remember they Poe mentioned that Blyton possibly took the book?
Oh. Who's Blyton?
Okay, so we need to go and find Blyton. Where was Blyton again? I don't remember.
I think he's in the
Oh, that's where Darkside is.
Okay, second floor. That's the only place ghosts are.
No, I don't think it's not. I don't think it's a ghost. Oh, there's Blyton. Yeah, that's what's her face. Oh yeah, that's right. She had the L book. The L book was in her hand. The L book was floating the whole time. Yeah, I forgot. Okay. Excuse me. Did you steal Lovecraft's book? He and that Poe fellow won't stop fighting over which one has the most frightful book. I took his book in hopes it would stop their arguing. It seems to have just made it worse. Well, I shan't give it back until they stop their silly bickering. I just shan't. How am I meant to stop those two fighting? That's not my concern. You want this book, you stop their fight. There's got to be a scarier book than theirs around here. Surely that would stop their bickering. Okay, so, little Devin, what are you reading? Can you see the ghost too, kiddo?
Ghost? What nonsense are you filling his head with, detective? I see them. They're my friends. Well, this one is. Some of them are less friendly, but I like them because before they came the place was
Empty.
Just me and Doris, and she's only interested in reading the mostest dreadfulest books ever written.
Okay, obviously mostest is not the correct thing. The most dreadful books is what you should say, but this is a little kid.
Yeah. ABC as easy as 4, 5, 6 is meant to be ABC easy as 1, 2, 3.
Okay. So so we need to find a book that's scarier.
That's so scarier. I think I know the place. The 4th floor. That's where all the horror stories are, anyway.
Well, we've already looked through all of them, so. Oh, there's some books at the counter at reception.
Receptionist. I mean,
is this your to-read pile? Oh, I've read all of those. The desk is missing a leg, so I'm using them to balance out the computer.
how about we just take this? Or take the computer.
Okay. Well, before I like to borrow that book you're reading. Why is the window on the roof locked? Let's check. Let's ask her. Why is the window onto the roof locked?
No. That's too suspicious. We just said, we can't go up to the 4th floor. Where's the button to the 4th floor? So it's way too suspicious. So ask the.
I don't think we.
I'd like to borrow that book you're reading.
I don't know why we're being suspicious. We're the police. We don't need to be suspicious.
But what if she's the criminal?
Why is the window onto the roof locked? For health and safety reasons. Can I get the key? Afraid not. Why? For health and safety reasons.
See? I told you it won't go nowhere.
I'd like to borrow... what do you say again? I'd like to borrow that book you're reading. You need a library card to borrow books. Can I sign up for one? No. I'm too busy reading my book to help. Saz.
I know what to do. Give her the card we already have.
Dooley, can I use your card? It still has fines on it.
I bet you wished you'd let me make a deal now, huh? We have a library card already.
If you need anything else, I'll be here unless I'm not. Okay, so we have this old library card. I'd like to borrow that book you're reading. You need a library card to borrow books. Like this one? Like this one, yes. Oh, good. But not this one. It's not yours. That's not even your face on it. Wow, that didn't work?
That old library card is useless. Throw it out.
Huh, what can we do?
Put glue on the...
I feel like I'm back in kindergarten art class.
There.
You received item. Sticky library card.
Oh, good. Give that.
Can I have that book now? Not with a sticky, no picture having card, you can't.
Urgh.
So I need a picture of myself on it. How can I get a picture of myself? Ugh, my spleen. Stop that. Quit it. So I think what we need to do is stick my picture on this card somehow. Let's go to the office.
Photocopy.
What can I photocopy?
Your face.
I really don't want to put my face on here, but I really need a picture of myself. The things I do for this job. I'm getting too old. You received item photocopy. Okay, so what do I do?
So just put it on the sticky card.
This is going to be the least convincing fake ID I've seen in all my years as a cop. As a cap. Fake library card.
Fake. More like forged.
Okay.
Forged library card. It looks like.
I'd like to borrow that book you're reading. You need a library card to borrow books. Like this one? Oh. Well then, here you go, Paul.
Like
Paul?
Paul? His name is.
My name is Paul, like it says on the card. My card. Paul. You received item. Trashy novel. Ooh, trashy novel.
Let's go up to
Milo Stevenson's reverse vampire novel, Skylight.
Okay, let's go up to the.
Even holding it makes me ill.
Let's go up to the 4th floor.
Okay, calm your jets, cool your jets.
My jets? I don't have any jets. How about give that book to that library? It's. Is this my book? Oh.
Huh?
No. It's not. It is not.
What is it? The most horrific novel ever written, and it's not written by either of you. Let me see that. Teenage girl, blah blah blah, reverse vampire, blah blah blah, love story.
It sounds terrific.
Terrifying.
Let me do it like soundcast. Sounds terrifying. It sounds terrifying.
Its mere existence gives me shivers. Do you agree it's more horrific than your works? Will you stop squabbling? Agreed? Can you believe something so hideous exists?
Can you believe it's so popular?
Stoker must be turning in his grave. Bram Stoker, he wrote Dracula.
I hope the poor chap. I should have done the British accent. I hope that poor chap doesn't know.
Well, Lovecraft was American. He wasn't British.
Chap. Then why did he say chap?
Because that's what they said back then. Even in the United States at the time. Okay, so well, they're gone now. Back to finding the book that opens this lever, I guess. Okay, so I guess we can go. Can we go back to Blighton? Yeah, oops. Let's go back to Blighton because we know where the book is. We don't need to look for it. We know that she has it. So let's go back to Blighton. I've gotten them to agree on the scariest book. Can I have that novel now? Good. I can't see why you'd want this vile thing, but I did promise. Here. You received item, Lovecraft novel. Can you spell that word?
Ruined.
Could you spell it, please?
RUINED.
Okay.
Ruined.
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 Ruined. You know what ruin means, right?
Yes.
Okay, please read it.
Aw, you ruined the kids'
Ew. No. SION is Jun. Illusion.
Detective.
So read it again.
Aw, you ruined the kids' illusion, detective. That just makes me sense.
You have your rotten book. Now leave me alone. Okay. We've already read all that. Okay, so we have the book. So let's go back. Okay. Well, can't do anything with that window. So let's go ahead and go to the books. Okay, the book. Okay, here it is. Lovecraft novel. The indescribable rendering things that rend indescribably.
What?
Sounds about right. Okay, let's go ahead and slip that book in here. Here goes nothing. That seemed to fit with a curious clicking noise.
Lever.
Right. We pull this and... Well, there's the hidden door Yeats and Crowley were talking about.
Creepy doorways are recurring.
You skipped this.
A recurring
Motif.
I'm not too fond of.
So, creepy doorways are a recurring motif I'm not too fond of. You understand?
Yes, he's kind of breaking the fourth wall because the last.
Oh, the last case had a creepy doorway. But you understand? You understand the word motif? Motif is the artistic theme, right? Let me guess. Staying here to cover me again? Well, it's not really breaking the fourth wall. The last case they did, there was a door, so it's not breaking the fourth wall. I mean, they had the case, so that's not breaking the fourth wall.
You got it. You got it in one, detective.
You got it in one, detective.
You got it in one, detective. Well, he's good at detecting, so.
So yes, he got the answer in one try, right? That's what that means. Try to avoid getting knocked out this time, because in the last
Yes, I know.
case he got knocked out. Well, I'm just letting the audience know as well. Remember, there's us, but there's the audience too. Okay? Spooky doorway. I just broke the fourth wall. What is all this? Magica? Aleister Crowley's guide to the popular wizard game? The Gnostic's Guide to Ghouls and Ghosts? Rituals for Modern Rituals? These are all contraband occult books.
And these are all nonsense.
Well, they're legal occult books. This is quite a nasty treasure trove. Why didn't I know about this stuff? Exposed wiring. Those loose wires seem to run to the roof.
How about we take that electricity? We stitch that together.
Let's look around and see what's going on. We haven't looked around. Ritual book. A copy of Ripley's Cast It or Not. It seems to be open on the Summon Spirits page. Like Ripley's Believe It or Not. It used to be a TV show. They used to show like strange and weird things. And then Ripley would say, you can believe it or not. So cast here means cast a spell. Like, do the magic or don't do the magic. Maybe if I close it, this whole mess will sort itself out.
Hey, that looks like Minecraft stone bricks. They stole the texture for stone bricks.
Ouch. Seems to be charged by this faulty wiring. I wonder where it goes. Well, we found that it goes to the roof.
Yeah, but this stole Minecraft texture.
Baseball cap. What a strange thing to find here.
Maybe you should look at the ghost that's right there.
The Necronomium, a cyclopedian cookbook. 100 ways to get ritual stains out of your carpets.
You mean 101.
Oh, sorry. 101. A brief history of time magic. The art of pentagram drawing. A guide for syncing your coven with the moon. Okay. I think we got them all. Skull. Normal library fare, this. I guess do Shakespeare.
We got the school.
Yeah.
Now we can do
A small and heavy skull with the engraving "Killed in Taiwan."
Killed in Taiwan.
Okay.
You mean made in Taiwan?
Books. The periodic table of secret magic elements.
What?
The bumper catalog of magical components. This one's just squiggles. I can't make anything useful out. The definitive guide to demon identification. Loving your coven. Remember I told you coven is I know what you know. Well, tell me what a coven is, since you know.
A coven is a team of witches that makes magic.
Who make
Magic.
Okay, so a coven is a group of witches. Witches tend to group together into covens, and they perform spells together, or cast spells together, or have rituals together, or religious ceremonies together. They're a coven.
Or have roommates together and have a school in there and have students in the coven.
Occultism for nuns. I think we got them all. All right, let's see.
Look at that ghost. Ghosty ghost.
Shelley. Is this? I wonder if this is Mary Shelley. The you know who Mary Shelley is?
No.
We talked about before. She's the author of Frankenstein.
Oh, yeah. She went all over the world to try to get the inspiration.
So, what are you doing here?
It's Mary Shelley.
Hmm? Why don't you do the voice?
Okay. Like the mouth of
Moth. Hmm?
moth to a flame. I am drawn.
Oops, sorry.
I am drawn to the
Eldritch. Energies. Emitted
from this book.
Okay. You should know energies. So, Eldritch is referring to. It probably should be in a capital letter, a capital E. But Eldritch is used to describe, or no, maybe not. It's used to describe something that's from from another world, from the other world, like spooky, haunted, ghostly, strange, magical things. So it's what Lovecraft talked about in his stories. Nowadays there are a lot of board games and video games that use the Eldritch mythology and stuff. It has to deal with Lovecraftian like horror, that type of horror. So that's really popular these days. Anyway, so she said, like the moth to a flame, I am drawn to the Eldritch energies emitted from this book. So she's saying there's some spooky, mysterious energy coming from that book.
I like spooky books and electricity.
Okay, so she explained herself. So she explained what she said. I like spooky books and electricity.
I even lit candles to up the spook factor.
Okay, so she has no more to say. Ooh, wait a minute. This kind of looks like the vent that we saw in the other room. It's crawl space.
Let's go to the crawl space. There's a. Can we go through the crawl space?
A small hole. I don't fit, but maybe I can drop something down to see where it lands.
That cat. Or that skull.
What a strange thing to find here.
Skull.
I hope this works. Thunk, 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 crash.
That was very creepy.
Now to find where that landed. Hopefully without having caused any damage.
I think skulls.
Go ahead.
Yes, again. Again. Yes, again.
Yes, again. Again.
Yes, again. More
Destruction. No, chaos.
More chaos.
No. Ah ha 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 ha. Do you know what chaos is?
Yes.
What's chaos?
It's mess.
Yeah, a mess. It's complete disorder. Okay, so that comes from the Greek mythology or Roman mythology. Chaos, like chaos was the original gods. All that existed was chaos. So that means big confusion. Yes, pretty much. I meant big mess. Okay. I think I'll just go and see where that skull landed instead. Okay, so
I think I hate my job. But Officer Dooley, you're an officer. You can't.
he can hate his job.
Then how about you quit? Bye bye, officer. Bye. Goodbye.
So which room was that in? That vent?
The second floor in the children's office.
The children's section. Ah. What's all this? Roof key. Oh, I pushed the button by mistake. What's all this noise? Oh, I can't read what she said anymore. I pushed the wrong button. If you click the right button, it skips everything. So that's too bad. I can't read what she said. But she gave us the key. Librarian Doris gave us the key. Get rid of the storm and the ghost, and we can forget about the kids' escapades. Now that looks like the kind of place a bored kid would explore. Yeah, if you can get up there. The key for the roof access. In hindsight, that was dangerous. Thankfully, nobody got hurt. Yeah, just throwing that down, it could have hit the kid in the head. You, Blighter! That could have killed me!
No, because you're a ghost.
She doesn't know that. Except that you're already dead. Police brutality, that's what it is. Police brutality. Okay, so where do we go from here?
Hallway? Robots? Mobots? Cobot? Tobot? Cobot?
Okay, where do we go from here?
I don't know. To the roof. Where is the roof?
Where's the roof?
I don't know.
How do you think we get to the roof?
By going to the fourth floor.
Okay.
That's the top floor.
Now how do we get to the roof? You don't remember?
No.
You have no idea.
No. Through the window.
Through the window?
I think so.
I really hoped it wouldn't come to this.
Can you see?
Here we go.
I suppose. I suppose. I've already ducked out of one room. This case. I'm new to I played that card too soon.
I suppose I've already ducked out of one room this case. I knew I played that card too soon. You did, buddy. You did.
Oh, that's the
More of that wiring from the secret room, and it leads to the roof.
go up to the. This is why I end up with overdue fees. Every time I
Bring.
bring a book back, I end up on the roof in the rain. Who wouldn't avoid that?
Okay. So again, BR. You remember your consonants. This is a blend. Bring. You don't put an extra. You don't put a syllable here. It's not bring. It's bring. Okay. All right. What?
I get up to adventures.
I get up to adventures.
When you're not around, you know.
I never.
I don't just
Cease
to be
cause Frankie
McQueen Frankie McQueen's having a night in.
I don't just cease to be because Frankie McQueen's having a night in. But
Darkside Detective. It should be called
the occult
officer.
Okay. You notice we do this. You notice we do this before, and I'll remind you. I told you about this before, but I think you forgot. The and the can be pronounced two ways. Now, there's no hard and fast rule to this, but the convention is the idea is that if the next word begins with a vowel sound, the occult. Okay, we pronounce the because it flows from the mouth more easily. It sounds better. The occult. If it's a consonant, the detective, not the detective. The detective, the occult. So, anyway, he's saying instead of this being Darkside Detective, this should be called the Occult Officer because he's an officer, right? So he has a lot of adventures. Maybe he does. Maybe that'll be the next video game, the next game in the series. Who knows? I'm going to climb the ladder now. Scared of heights?
Heights. No. Yes.
The energy seems to be coming from here, but it's too powerful to go near. Junction box. So, what do I need to do?
Let me try. Get down as soon as possible.
Looks like the circuit is connecting the book downstairs to this aerial. I guess I should break the circuit. I should break that circuit, then the wire the aerial to the lightning rod. Wait, I guess I should break that circuit, then wire the aerial to the lightning rod so that the power has somewhere to go. You go ahead and try it. I don't know. Give it a try. How do we change things? What? Go ahead. Okay, let me see. There's no hint on what we need to do? Oh, it's a puzzle.
There it is.
Seem to be going back and forth in the same, moving the same three all the time. You know if you need help. Yep. Okay, first you need to decide where you're gonna go.
I'm going here.
Okay. But you seem to be moving just the same pipes back and forth over and over again.
How did I get... Finally did it. Now I just need to... That's nothing. Yes! That's perfect. But I need something here.
You know if you need help.
So close.
You know if you need help.
I think I got it.
Okay.
I'm almost done.
Need some help?
No.
Okay.
Hmm.
Can't move if there's no space there.
I need help.
Okay. So when you're there's more than one answer to this. Okay, so I can't tell you how to do it, but tell you what the answer is, because there's more than one answer. But what you need to do is I see what you are kind of trying to do, but when you do puzzles like this, you have to think several steps ahead, and then move, because you only have one spot that you can move at a time. So you have to think ahead and think of the order in which the pipes need to go. And then sometimes you have to look at it in an opposite way. So you have to plan ahead and not just, oh, I need that one, and then you get one down there, and then, oh, I now need another one. Because if you do that, you'll be here all day trying to get the correct pipes in place. And you have to think ahead. You almost had it. I just had to do it. I didn't even have to reset it. So you were almost there. Ouch, my hand.
Look, detective. The storm is drying out. Drying out.
Please spell that for me.
D-Y-I-N-G.
Okay. I hear you're trying to say Is there a letter here that makes the sound?
No.
Okay.
You're dying.
Mm-hmm.
Out dying out. Imagine that.
So, look, detective, the storm is dying out. Imagine that. Okay, we should be able to close the book now. What are you at? Lurking up there behind the what are you at lurking up there behind the storm? Trixie Moon. That seems to have done it. Now to close that book.
Okay, let's go back.
No time. I've got a book to close. No time to chat. I need to close that book. Which book? I'm done with the roof. All that's left is to close that book. Oh, this one. No time to chat. I need to close that book. All the ghosts are disappearing. Miss Blyton too.
The kid got away as well.
He didn't. What do you mean get away? He was just.
Left.
Okay, go ahead, Officer Dooley.
Sure.
Trunks
Trunks failed.
filled.
Detective. Through.
Look carefully.
Though it did see what I didn't see. I didn't did
Miyabi, Minchan, you know this word here.
I don't see why we had to take all those books.
Okay, read this one more time.
Trunks filled, Detective. Through though I don't see why we had to take all those books.
Trunks filled, Detective. Though I don't see why we had to take all those books. Dooley, they're contraband.
Heavy contraband.
Heavy contraband. We've an agreement then, Doris. You don't fine me for having the books. I don't sue the kid for entering the vault. I go back to business sans haunting. You should also get that wiring fixed. Fine. Come on, Dooley. Let's get back to the office.
See you there, Devin.
Case closed. Okay. What's that? Ghost Whisperer. Got the Ghost Whisperer achievement. Okay, so that is the end of Tome Alone. We solved the second case. Took us a little bit of time there at the end, but good work. Yeah, so that is, well, now as we see, case 3 is now open, unlocked. It's not classified anymore. Disorient Express. That will be the next chapter to play on Playing to Learn, the Darkside Detective. So thank you for watching, and I hope you had a good time. And yeah, check us out later. We might. This is so much fun. I think we might play tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see if we have time to play tomorrow. But I definitely this is a fun game. What do you think?
It is fun.
It's fun. Yeah, yeah. So Beanchan was begging, let's play. You know, and I was like, yeah, okay, yeah. It's really it's you would think because of the graphics, you know, everything's about graphics, but the graphics don't matter. The graphics makes it fun, and the jokes are. What do you think about the jokes? They're not that funny. You were laughing the whole time. What do you mean they're not that funny? You were the one laughing the whole time. They're not that funny. He just doesn't want to admit that he thought they were funny. Anyway, so that's all for today. Thank you, and we'll see you next time on Playing to Learn, Polymatheia Learning. Again, check us out on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Wait, why is there a second?
What? There's a second what? What are you talking about? Okay, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Anyway, bye, folks. See ya.